not to be broadcast, is brought to you by vibe.ng.
Wonders will never cease. So recently, a lady took to her Twitter to narrate her ordeal with a Taxify driver, and it is quite a jaw-dropping one. According to her tweets, she was in the middle of her Taxify ride with a chatty driver, and somehow they stumbled into the topic of sex. Upon telling the driver that she was a lesbian, the man stretched out his hand to squeeze her nipples. Yep, you heard that right. To squeeze her nipples, claiming that his action was out of curiosity as he believed that lesbians did not react to touch. Wow. Now, this just gives us one more thing to be worried about with regards to these digital cab services, especially because a lot of funky stories have emerged since this innovation. And I say this with regards to both drivers and riders. I mean, the other day, it was the case of an Uber driver who got killed by criminals claiming to be riders. Anyway, Taxify seemed to have responded swiftly as the girl whose nipples got squeezed thanked the cab platform for handing Mr. Nipple Squeezer over to the police. Now, it is quite impressive that the arm of the law caught up with this driver who's clearly perverted. But there's still a slight case of double standards if we're being outrightly honest. I thought an anti-gay law was passed with a 14-year jail term attached to it. Why was the rider also not probed as to whether she was actually a lesbian or not? I mean, at the end of the day,
is everyone?
And you can be who or what you want to be. But if in the eye of the Nigerian law, it is a crime to be gay, then I do not really think that only Mr. Nipple Squeezer should be answering police questions right now. But really though, what would you do if a cab driver randomly just squeezed your nipples? Or boys, what if these nipples belonged to your sister or your girlfriend or any relative? Please share your reactions in the comment box.
For more sizzling gist and interesting trends, kindly follow us across all our social media platforms on vibe.ng.